right down through here, stop at our ticket bar real quick, and then head down this main trail. So right down here at the end of that main trail, it opens up into the beach, and a lot of people just park right there. And as more and more people show up, it kind of spills around them. So south of that trail, but usually not too far, 100 yards each way, is the most heavily used.
Okay, definitely. Can you mark that on the map?
Least will be down here at this end. The berm gets used quite a bit as kiteboarders go up there, and just because of the novelty of coming out to the end. And then this gets some private boat use up here at the very north tip. So private boaters will come in here, and then anywhere along here, and here. But very few of them come around this side because it gets so shallow. So this area right here would be another low use.
Okay.
Alright. Bag me.
Oh. Ah!
Bag me. This is 2.
No, I know this, but that, what you're doing right now.
I don't know, how'd you label the other one? Great scratching of head.
Okay, I'm talking. What do you think?
Show them the results. Show them the results on paper.
So for Jetty Island soil, we did not find a big difference in the high population to low population as we once thought we would. More specifically, the pH range in both the high population and low population from a pH of 6 to a pH of 8, which is not really a significant enough change in the pH to give us anything. But we did notice in general the deeper soil samples had a higher pH than the lower soil samples that we tested, but this had nothing to do with high population and low population or the vegetated and unvegetated areas. All of our samples returned a very low nitrogen results, which leads us to believe Jetty Island has very little nitrogen on it, because all of them came back low and sometimes non-existent. There's not much of a difference among the phosphorus results that we had for all our samples either. Though there are slight changes from sample to sample, there's no trend that we can see. Again, just with the low populated and high populated areas. No trend that we can see. In potassium, we noticed a broader range of results in the vegetated areas. And they appear to have higher potassium counts in the highly populated areas, but whether that has to do with foot traffic is debatable. But it was interesting that we had actually a change in nutrients from any of our soil samples in potassium. Overall, our data cannot conclude definitively that foot traffic affects the nutrient availability.
So Regina, now that you've done an anthropological study on Jetty Island, what do you think you would change about your research question and your experiment if you were to do it again with unlimited resources?
Well, Tristan, for one, we had a serious time constraint, so if I were to do this again, I would do many more soil samples over a longer period of time. Also, we would be more specific in our research question by asking, does the high and low population affect how fertile the soil is? Which would require us to take into account the overall nutrient needs of the plants on Jetty Island. Furthermore, in our soil sampling, we would use distilled water in our future tests to exclude the pH or other nutrients as a possible variable for our results.
Thank you, Regina.